Hi, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Today's reading is a monthly reading for July 2025 for the fire sign of Aries. Aries, for the reading, I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck by Sarah Marchetti, pulling any clarifiers that we might need from the Elemental Wisdom Tarot deck, and at the end there'll be one additional message from the Ask Your Oracle Guides deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. I also encourage you to watch not just your sun sign reading, but your moon and rising for a more complete overview of the energy surrounding you at this time. And if you do enjoy the reading today, please do consider giving the video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, leaving comments. Not only does it help the channel, but I do so love being able to interact with you all. Okay, so I've shuffled off camera to save a bit of time, so let's get going. So you begin with the Five of Swords sitting center of your spread. So the Five of Swords, it's a difficult energy. Fives in the tarot are typically, they're difficult energies because they represent some type of conflict or, can be disappointment. Or in this case, the Five of Swords, it's about winning, but at what cost, right? You can see that the man on the card, he's been to battle, he's victorious, he has all of the swords. But you can see that on the ground, there's somebody crying. This person looks like they've been stabbed. So, he's won, but at what cost? Who did he end up hurting in the process? So, this can be you, like somebody might have treated you this way and you might have gotten hurt in some type of, conflict. Or it is air energy. So air energy, it's the suit of the mind, it's communication. So it's not actual, physical contact, but it's, somebody kind of thinking that they got one over on you, or somebody, somebody winning, coming out on top, but then ultimately, hurting you in the process. Or might have been you trying to come out on top and you, whether you meant to or not, right? You ended up hurting somebody else in the process. But we'll see if we need to clarify, and we'll keep going here. And what could help or hinder this Five of Swords is the Page of Pentacles. So a new job offer coming in, or a new offer that's going to bring you, a new way for you to make money. Pages in the tarot, they typically bring in news. In the case of the Page of Pentacles, it's not just news about a new job, but it's also, it is sort of the offer. It's a more concrete news. Out of all the suits, the Suit of Pentacles, it's like the slowest moving energy. So, it might have taken a while for this offer to appear, to come in for you, but it's now showing up, right, with this Page of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a younger earth sign individual, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But usually, these pages, they bring in news about how you earn your money, a new job, which, helping or hindering this Five of Swords. If there has been like work conflict, sort of negative work environment, this would be like the new job coming in that would help move you out of that toxic environment. In the deep past, with the Queen of Swords, so again, you might have been dealing with an older earth sign individual, could be a mother figure, your own mother, mother of your children, but Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And she is, the earth mother. She's very resourceful. She's good at, at making money. She's very hardworking. She also loves taking care of, her home, her family. But she's also very resourceful. So if for some reason resources are a little scarce that month, or, during a time period, she's very resourceful and can kind of make her way through and get everybody through that difficult situation. But, a focus on, she's very beautiful. She's just very sort of strong, solid energy. In the recent past, we have another offer. So there's money surrounding you. We have it in the deep past with this Queen of Pentacles. We have it in the recent past. So for some of you, you might have already received this new offer. Again, similar to what I was saying with this Page of Pentacles, this is, that new job offer. This is the new way for you to make money. It's also an ace. Aces in the tarot are yes cards. So if you've been waiting for an answer, here is your yes. They're blessings from the universe. And there's movement on. Yeah. So this new job offer, it could be at a distance. Some of you might be moving. And there have been very similar messages for the signs this month. There's been a lot of new offers coming in, a lot of movement, moving to new locations, needing to relocate, buying new homes. So it seems to be like a common theme for people this month, which is why I also said, it might be good for you to listen to your other the other readings, right, for other signs, your moon sign, rising sign, just because there are so many repeating messages, there might be a specific message for you in one of the other readings as well that might complement this reading. But moving on, the Six of Swords, it's leaving behind a difficult situation, right? Sailing out of choppy waters into calmer waters. So even though she doesn't know what lies ahead, she's heading in this new direction. It can be travel across water, going to somewhere by water, or, traveling overseas. So this, this new job offer might be coming to you from a distance. You might need to relocate for it. But travel is also, sort of on your mind, right? Message coming through from your higher self. Yeah, and there's great financial abundance, right? The 10 of Pentacles in your near future. This is that generational type wealth. So this, you definitely, you're being guided to go in the new direction, because it's going to bring in the type of financial wealth that you've been dreaming of, that you have not had, yet in your life. It's, it's the happy home and family, but it's generational type wealth. Sometimes the 10 of Pentacles shows up when there's like a lump sum of money coming into your life, like in inheritance, because it has to do with generational type. So something that's been left for you, passed down from one generation to the next, whether this is property, so inheriting a home, or, an inheritance coming in. But it could be, a treasure chest, like this lump sum of money coming in as well, or this new offer is going to get you, from this Ace to the 10 of Pentacles. So it's going to bring in this greater stability. You show up as the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. This is, again, Ace. So you have 2 aces in your reading so far. This is the Holy Grail. So not only is this new opportunity going to bring you financial stability, it's also more in line with, what your higher self sort of guides you to do, right, in your career, and it brings you greater emotional fulfillment. So it's not just earning the money, even though that looks great. It's also more in line with your heart and what you truly wish to do as a career. It can also be, Ace of Cups can be a new relationship coming in, right? It's that Holy Grail, that new offering. It can be news of a pregnancy, birth of a child for some of you. But, blessings coming in your surrounding you, right? In your surrounding environment, the energy is of the King of Swords. So it could be a person that you're dealing with. If so, this would typically be an older air sign individual, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be a father figure, your own father of your children. But he sometimes shows up as well when you're seeking counsel. So talking with a lawyer, getting legal counsel. Because it's, he's carrying the sword of truth, and as the King of Swords, he is very, he's very intellectually minded, he's very smart, he's very good at communicating, getting his thoughts across to other people. If there's a decision to be made, he would be the person that you'd want to, to look at the situation and make that decisive decision. So it could be that there's a decision that needs to be made. Hopes and fears. This is, there's a choice, choosing between possibly where you're currently working or this new job, right? With the 2 of Pentacles, it's twos can represent choice. They can represent balance, this balancing out of energy surrounding your finance. It can also show up, the 2 of Pentacles, when you've been, trying to juggle your finances. So and this is in your hopes or fears. So it's like you're hoping that you get out of this needing to juggle your finances. So just having enough each month to, or not paying one bill to pay another kind of thing. So it's juggling your finances. You're hoping for greater financial stability, and that this job, this new offer that's coming in, is going to bring that in for you. And it will, definitely. Well, you end the month with the Tower. So this is Major Arcana number 16. This is significant energy, right? And the Tower, it's about, not only is it about the Tower moment, but it's also about how you approach this moment, okay? So it's number 16 of the Major Arcana. And the Tower is associated with the fire sign of Aries. So it's you showing up very much in your own power, Aries, which is, it's important when you show up in your own energy in a reading, because it shows that you have a strong influence. You're kind of, involved, even though this is major arcana, but it's, you know, it's more of you being kind of, or having an influence on what's coming in or what's going on in your reading. But the Tower is, as the card depicts, it's, you know, this very unexpected event that comes in. And yes, even though it can be destructive, it can, you know, just like we see with the man here falling head first out of the tower, it can really cause disruption in our lives. It's also about how we approach this tower. So, you know, if you approach this tower moment as, okay, something significant has happened, for example, and this obviously isn't going to be with everybody, but for example, you find out that you're being laid off from the company where you've worked for a long time. Maybe you've been miserable working there for years, and the only reason that you haven't left is because you really don't know what else you could do. You know, you make it, your salary's decent, it's not great, you're really not happy there, but it pays the bills. And so unless they, or until the company actually says, okay, sorry, we're going to have to let you go, we're cutting back on this, that, and the other, until that happened, like, you probably would have just stayed there, you know. But with this news, with this tower moment, you're now sort of pushed out, you know, forced to go in a new direction, look for a new job. So it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, right? And bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, so and there's a moon underneath it. So there's a decision that needs to be made, right? The Two of Swords, it represents a stalemate, right? It's stagnant energy. You want or you need to make a decision, but you think that you don't know what the right path is, or what the, you know, which way to go. You think that for whatever reason you don't have all the information that you need to be able to make this decision, but you're being guided, especially with this moon showing up underneath it, to tap into your intuition. So listen to that inner knowing, that inner voice. Pay attention to signs, synchronicities. They will help you, you know, make a decision. They will help provide you with whatever this missing information is that you think you don't have, that you need to make a decision. But, you know, this is it's a very powerful reading that you have. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pentacles, and, you know, with the Ace and the 10 of Pentacles and the Page. So there's offers coming in, financial abundance, a possible windfall. There's movement, there's change of address, there's significant disruption coming in with the Tower card, and decisions, right? 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, choosing between 2 places, right, of work. So choosing between how you're currently making money and you know, where you might be heading, like how you're going to make money in this new, or what this new career looks like. So choices, but powerful month for you, Aries. Let me go ahead and get one additional message. I don't feel that I need to clarify any of these cards. It does look, yeah, looks straightforward. So we'll get one additional oracle card message for Aries. What else does Aries need to know for July? And divide our deck. And you have Divine Mother, Unconditional Love. And it's card number 1. So this is like the Ace, and you have the aces showing up, right? You have 2 aces in your spread, but divine number 1. So pay attention to the number 1 when we're looking here at the moon card, messages coming through, right? Signs and synchronicities, right? Pay attention to repeating numbers, especially the number 1. And the card itself says, the key words are acceptance, fulfillment, nurturing, affection. It says, you are a precious child of the universe. The Divine Mother is present, urging you to open your heart and drink from her cup of unconditional love. The Divine Mother is working with your soul to relieve you of these psychic injuries and doubts. Let her restore you to wholeness. Divine Mother's counsel, accept what is holy and true about you. You are a lovable and much loved child of the universe. The Divine Mother's love is available to you in all ways. Accept, breathe, relax, and allow her nurturing vibrations to soothe your soul. Ask her to still your doubts and insecurities. So, yeah, I mean, and we can have insecurities when, especially if we are heading in a new direction, you know, looking at this Tower card there, and the new offers coming in, it can be a little bit daunting, but trust that you are being guided to, leave behind something and head in this new direction. And, it's about how you approach this new phase in your life, the new offers coming in. But it looks like a very powerful month for you, Aries. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of July. Bye for now.